to all our respected dignitaries, delegates and guests. On behalf of Nahda International Academy, I feel privileged to extend a warm welcome to all present here tonight. For the launch of the NCC Education Event Celebration, my name is Naila Sequeira and I will be your host for this evening. Before we go ahead with the program, I request Mr. Usama Irshad to recite from the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى الذي يصلى النار الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى صدق الله العظيم.
Please rise for the Kuwait National Anthem. Once again, I would like to welcome all our valued guests on behalf of Nahda International Academy. I'm profusely elated to take this opportunity to thank our CEO, Mr. Abdul Aziz Ali Fahad Dwaila, for gracing this occasion with his presence. I would further like to welcome Mr. Hafiz Muhammad Shabbir. He is the chairman of Al-Hafiz group of companies for the past 3 decades. He is also the director of Pakistan Business Center in Kuwait and a member of OPAC. He is a board member of Friends Welfare Trust Hospital in Pakistan and Pakistan Business Council in Kuwait. Next, we have Mr. Ashish Jain. He is the director of A.K Modern and has graduated from the reputed Indian Institute of Technology, Madras. He has executed various mega projects for industries such as KOC, KNPC, MEW, and similar organizations in Kuwait and other Gulf countries. Followed by Mr. Mohammed Niwas. He is the director of British College of Applied Studies at Kandy Campus in Sri Lanka. He has especially come all the way from Sri Lanka for this event and is one of our most valued partners. And last but not the least, our media partners, Kuwait Page and VOOP. We appreciate the time taken off your busy schedules to join us today. We hope that all of you find the program we have lined up to be fruitful and engaging. Our CEO, Mr. Abdul Ali Fahad Al Duwaila, has been the pioneer who laid the foundations of Nahda Modern Institute in 1970. Over a period of time, Nahda has grown, and these are the fruits of his relentless efforts. That we are here today to add a new page to the success story of Nahda International Academy. Mr. Abdul Ali Fahad Al Duwaila is a highly resourceful person who is also an experienced manager of General Register Department in the ministry. He has strove to bring about a phenomenal change in the education sector over here in Kuwait. He has been the source of inspiration for all of us at Nahda International Academy. I would like to invite Mr. Hafiz Muhammad Shabbir to please come on stage and present the honorary doctorate degree in management to our CEO, Mr. Abdul Ali Fahad Al Duwaila. I now request sir to give a few words.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. حضورنا الكريم أهلا وسهلا. Dear guests and our success partners, you are welcome in this event. يسرنا بمعهد النهضة الحديث International Academy في هذه الندوة حرصنا على أن نوفر لكم برنامج NCC Education Language. Before that, Mr. Hafiz, you will come. Mr. Ashish, you will come. Mr. Muhammad Niwas, you will come. And Mr. Khalid, you will come. And Mrs. Hina, you will come in our this event. يسرني في معهد النهضة International Academy في هذه الندوة حرصنا على أن نوضح لكم في برنامج NCC Education Launching Event متطلعين إلى تعاون صادق يرقى إلى مستوى الشراكة الناجحة والتي نسعى لها جميعا. لذا أقدم لكم فريق العمل والذي سيشرح لكم محتوى هذا البرنامج. Mr. Adil, Mr. Chatindra, and the rest of our staff. شكرا لكم على الاستماع والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Thank you, Dr. Abdul Ali Fahad Al Duwaila, for your inspiring words. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now have Mr. Anand Singh, the Assistant Operations Manager of Nahda International Academy, to come on stage and give us a glimpse of the plan he has in order to transform the field of education in Kuwait.
A very good evening to all our valued and distinguished guests who have given us their precious time out of their very busy schedule. We all know that education plays a very important role in shaping up the future of an individual and the society on the whole. It is not just about reading and writing, but it is about using education for our advantages and to utilize the knowledge for our growth as well as for the growth of the society and the country. It also helps one to lead their own life without depending on others. Education gives us knowledge of the world around, and it is a very important tool in order to bring about the change in the world. In words of Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Nahda Modern Institute, which was founded in the year 1970 for the sole purpose of imparting education. Nahda Modern Institute offered a range of expertise aimed at providing training to compete successfully in the ever-changing IT industry, leading for the formation of Nahda International Academy. Corporate IT training was the most convenient way for companies to get their staff trained. Nahda International Academy, along with the professional training, started with academic operations too. The vision of Nahda International Academy is to provide the best in-class education to the students and bring them up as global citizens and entrepreneurs. The mission of Nahda Academy is to raise the education level in Kuwait so that our students become the torchbearers in their respective fields in world-renowned universities, especially in the UK. Nahda International Academy has been very passionate about education and spreading knowledge amongst the individuals so that they can innovate and develop for the betterment of the society, community, and the country. In order to achieve the set goals, Nahda International Academy has partnered with world-class universities and institutions around the world. We have partnered with universities of United Kingdom, United States of America, Europe, Asia, Africa, and so on. We have also partnered with Anglia Ruskin University, Frederick University, London School of Marketing, University of Northampton, University of Bedfordshire, Atlantic International University, Adil, Eklil Hall, and Alliance International University. We are also in the process in collaboration with other universities too. Having collaborated with all these universities, we still have come across certain individuals who were born and brought up in Kuwait, but they have only the secondary school certificates. Although they have the expertise in their fields, especially IT fields. But the path towards graduation and post-graduation is a tough task for them. The major hurdle over here is very high fees in foreign universities and high living expenses over there. Or if they opt to go back to their home countries, there is a cutthroat competition over there, even over there. There was a dire need to have an education system over here itself in Kuwait, where these candidates can pursue their higher education from well-known universities, which can build their future on the whole. We came across various individuals who were struggling with this, and over a period of time, there was a requirement for us to take the next step. After much perseverance and hard work, our academic director, Mr. Adil, finally got the solution. Today we are here in order to discuss about the same. I would request our academic director, Mr. Adil, to please occupy the stage and please explain to all of us as to how we can get those degrees, how our children can get those degrees studying over here in Kuwait.
In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful, glory be to Allah, the cherisher and sustainer. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks a lot everybody to be here and spend your time with us. We are so privileged and honored to be sharing this evening with the galaxy of amazing, incredible, and intellectual people all around us. I am really proud of you, and also I would like to extend my congratulations to each and every one of your achievement, contribution, and hard work. You people are doing for my community as well as others. You are really role models for all of us. You are the best of the best. It is truly said that teachers are like a backbone of our society. They play a great role in building up the character of students and shape them to become ideal citizens of the country. It is well said for all of us, teachers are greater than parents. Parents give birth to a child, whereas teachers shape his/her character and make future bright. Thus, we honor you as a wonderful people you have been, here you are, and you will always be. Give them a big round of applause. I would like to, before starting, I would like to say thanks all of our honorable guests. So, Mr. Muhammad Hafiz Shabbir, he spent time with us. So, Mr. Ashish Jain, and our CEO, Abdul. Okay, Miss Hina, there is a founder of EFK, Mr. Adil with us, and we have Mr. Niwas. He, especially on our request, he came from Sri Lanka. It's our honor to say welcome here with us. We have Mr. Adil. He is the director of Nahda Modern Institute for 1 year with us. A lot of instructor with us. Mr. Shahid Razak Sahib. He is the very. He gave us this, basically, this idea came from him. He just gave us opportunity to meet the Pakistani community. Mr. Wadi, thanks, Ms. Hina, everybody. Okay, sorry if I forget the name of anybody. Okay, so we are able to proceed. So, and basically, so first of all, let me start. I have one message from Ms. Marsha. She is a Business Development Manager of NCC Education. So please listen.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Nahda International Academy in Kuwait. My name is Marcel Durand. I'm the Business Development Manager for Africa and the Middle East for NCC Education. And I'd like to welcome you to this auspicious event. Nahda International Academy is our second partner in Kuwait, but is our first partner to be able to offer the full NCC degree pathway, both for IT and business in Kuwait. And we are really excited to be able to introduce the leadership team to you. Mr. Abdul Duwala, the CEO, Mr. Atif Aslam, our academic director, Mr. Jatinder Singh, our financial director, and Mr. Rida El Hadidi, the marketing director, under whose competent leadership you will be able to study at Nahda International Academy. NCC is a British awarding body, and we are regulated by Ofqual in the UK. And what does that mean for you as a student? It means that when you become an NCC student at Nahda, you attain the equivalent qualification that any other student would attain in the UK, but at a fraction of the cost, because you can stay in Kuwait and study locally. But this doesn't mean that you can't still go to the UK. Of course, after you've done your degree program with Nahda, there are many UK institutions that would accept you to do your MBAs and your follow-on qualifications. We offer both the IT pathway and the business pathway, so you have a lot of choice. NCC was started in 1966 by the British government when the government realized that IT was going to be the next big thing. But soon after that, the government also realized that IT can't stand alone, and that in fact you also need sound business principles. And that is why NCC now offers IT programs and business programs through our accredited partners all over the world, including Nahda. So we have loads of experience and we partner with partners with loads of experience. So once again, we'd like to congratulate Nahda International Academy, and I'm sure that you will enjoy studying there. And honestly, we congratulate them. Thank you.
On my special guest, I request Ms. Fauzia, please. I want one message for our audience. So I feel proud we are one and only fully operational educational partner of NCC education in Kuwait. So first of all, I will let you know what is the basically lot of people maybe they hear the first time the name of NCC education. So what is the NCC education? NCC education, they started their business in 1966 with the collaboration of National Computing Center. So after some time they have some problem. What they did, they stopped doing operations together. So but they did not stop to using the name of NCC education. So still they are using NCC, but we will not say it that is the National Computing Center. So NCC education is collaborated and it is affiliated with the OFQUAL. So NCC education has approximately 160 centers in Kuwait. So 160 centers all over the world. There are 50, it is separate 50 countries. So Nahda International Academy is one of them. So their head office is in UK and their sub offices in Johannesburg, after that United Kingdom, Malaysia and China. First of all, there is I will little bit explain you what is a UK level system. They have 8 levels. Suppose in our country, or you say Pakistan or India, in Kuwait, they have a different standard. But in UK, they have a different style. So they call it on level basis. So entry level, so we can say that is below primary. So it's a below primary. After that, there is level 1. Level 1 is from 5th standard till 8th standard. Then level 2 is from 8th standard till 10th standard. So we are the Nahda International Academy, we are authorized to deliver the education from level 3 till level 7. So all these levels, step by step, I will explain in my rest of the class. So this is the NCC education student journey. So first of all, I will tell you one small story, what happened, why we start this one. We have a lot of, especially I will say the Pakistani community, especially Pakistani community. Why reason is that because a lot of Pakistani, what they don't have a solution after 12th standard. They don't have a solution. There is a very first example in my home. My kids, they are studying in an Indian school. Okay, so a lot of students, they come to me, they say, our kid, he finished his 12th standard, after then where they will go. So for that person, for that student, we have that solution. So what we will do, we will provide them education here, and on the end, the student, they will get the degree from UK. So if the students, here is all the level 1 by 1 I will discuss. We have a level 3, we have a level 4, after that level 5, and after that level 6 is the last year of the graduation. Then we have a level 7, and after that there is a MBA, master degree. So Nahda International Academy is authorized to deliver 3 discipline education. First we have IT, second we have business, third we have business plus IT. So we are authorized to deliver 3 domains. So very first, level 3. Level 3 is we can say it's a foundation diploma. Foundation diploma, who can have admission in level 3 diploma? So it's a, in I will explain its entry requirement. Entry requirements are level 3, the person who have passed their 10th standard exam. any person who passed his 10th standard exam, so that student is eligible to have admission in level 3. So this is the first requirement. Second requirement is that, and another this one, and O level. If the student have passed his O level, then also the student is eligible to have admission in level 3. So but there's another condition: the student need to pass IELTS 4.5 or ESOL B1 exam. But Nahda International Academy, what they will do, if any student who didn't pass his IELTS exam, so what we will do in first 3 months, we will let him prepare his exam of ESOL, and he will finish. After that, he can continue his study. So it will save his time. So units here I will explain. So you can see here, I will show you there is the NCC education, because it's a UK based study, so that is why they focus too much on English. You can see the students need to pass 8 units. Students need to pass 8 units. 6 units are compulsory and 2 units are elective. First I will discuss the compulsory, that is developing English language, advanced English language and English academic purpose. Then study and communication skills, cultural studies and foundation. These are the compulsory subjects students will have to do. So now here, suppose if students want to go to engineering, so he will decide in 10th standard. If any student want to go to the medical, he will have to decide in a 10th standard. Any student who want to go in a computer, the student will have to decide on a 10th standard. Same here, the student will decide. Student will take 2 elective subjects from here. Any student want to go in a computer, so student will study Introduction to Computer Science and Introduction to Programming. So if the students want to go in a business discipline, so students will study here Introduction to Business and Introduction to Accounting and Economics. After that, here the students want to go in the medical, or you want to go the medical, so then students will have to study biology, physics and chemistry. Students need to go to engineering, students will study here mathematics, physics and chemistry. So this is the requirement, or these are the subjects which the student will study in level 3. Level 4, so here level 3 the student will decide. Student will decide on level 3 that which discipline he will choose. Either student want to go in IT, student want to go in a business, or student want to go to the business plus IT. Suppose one student, he decides that the student he will go to the business and information technology. The student will study L4 DBIT. That is a level 4. Here one thing I will explain again. Suppose if any of the student he have already passed his 12th standard, second one student have passed O level, then student is eligible to have direct entry to the level 4. Then there is a direct entry to the level 4. So here the student decide that he will go to the business plus IT, the student will study L4 DB IT. And if the student want to go only business, the student will study here L4 DB Diploma in Business. Here the student will study, want to go computing, the student will study here L4 DC. This is the level 4. And we can say that is the first year of degree program. Same if anybody want to do the graduation, definitely if the student have passed his 12th standard, after then the student can go to the university or in a college for graduation. So that is why we can say that is the first level of degree pathway that the student will get from UK staying here in Kuwait. Level 4. When this is the requirement of level 4, which students is eligible and how student can have admission in level 4. For entry onto the level 4 qualification, student must have at least one of the following. Number 1, student should have NCC level 3, and student have passed the NCC education, RQF, and level 3 diploma in computing, or GCA level, as I told you before, or 12th standard. 12th standard, A level, or level 3 diploma. So I forget to tell you one thing here. We have another institute in Kuwait, but they are only authorized for level 3. We are the one and only who is giving the education from level 3 till level 7. So this is the, after that, level 5. Same as I told you, the level 5 is the second year of the degree pathway. Level 5. Level 5, same, we have 3 disciplines: business, information technology, we have business, and diploma in computing. Okay, here I want to let you know one thing. Suppose, because I am the man who is receiving lot of inquiries, lot of educational inquiries, lot of students, they come to me, they ask, sir, we have already finished. Suppose just yesterday one student came to me. She is studying in Malaysia. She is studying in Malaysia. Their parents, they don't want to let her stay in Malaysia. She wants to come back. So he said, can she continue this one? I said, definitely, but there is one condition. What we will do? How many semesters she studied in the graduation? We have to check. After that, we need the curriculum, syllabus, what did she study? So then we will send to the NCC education. They will take 2 to 3 days. After that, they will decide either student can continue which level. He want to continue in a level 5 or level 4. What else? So this is a, okay, now level 5 requirement. For entry onto the level 5 qualification, student must have at least one of the following: NCC education level 4 diploma in computing, DDIT, definitely if the student want to go in business and IT. If the student want to go in business, definitely he need to go, he need a L4 DD, or he want to go in computing, he should have L4 DC. Or a local or international qualification which is deemed to be of a similar level to the NCC education level 4. As I told you before, any student who does want a direct entry, these things are not in our hand. These things are not in our hand. So what we do, we take the result, and second thing, curriculum. There definitely is a requirement of their curriculum, because there are some countries, their study level is very less, very low. If they will say that, yes, I have passed the graduation or in the last year, so maybe their study level is, you can say, on the 12th standard or 10th standard, so it doesn't make sense. So then what we will do, we will send his report to the NCC education, and it will take 5 working days to make the decision that either student is eligible or student or not eligible. Okay, now here you can see this is the complete progression. The student will start from the IFT. Student will start from the IFT, level 3 diploma, or either student have a level. So then there is a direct entry to the, you can see we have a 3 color here. One is the orange color, one is the gray color, one is the blue color. It is the classification, or we can differentiate different disciplines. Or is the computing level 4, after then level 5, same like level 4, level 5, then level 4 and level 5. So after that, if the student will finish level 5, so there is the student will take last year, then NCC education will be away from this picture, but he would be the part of all this process. Student will go through last year. If the student is in IT field, student will have an admission in UCLan, University of Central Lancashire. It is a very much highly ranked university. Everybody have a mobile, Google, you can Google it. So this is a very highly ranked university. Number 1. Number 2, last week, University of Central Lancashire, he won 3 Oscar awards in education field. So that is a very much highly ranked university. After that, the student, if the student wants to go for the business discipline, so then the university is Worcester University. That is also is a very high ranked university. It's the 20th ranked in the internationally. The student will finish graduation, then students need to go level 7. Here, because level 7 I did not put in the slides. Just I want to explain for everybody. Any person, especially person who passed his graduation from Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, their graduation, that student want to go through to the MBA, their graduation degree is not acceptable until they will pass level 7 diploma. When the student will pass level 7 diploma, then the student is eligible to have a master from UK. So maybe a lot of people, they have listened that they don't accept, they say you will have to appear, you have to do one diploma from UK, then they will continue, you can continue your study. No, that is a level 7 diploma. If the student will finish level 7 diploma, after that we have a solution for student can go direct for the MBA or MDIT. This all also Plymouth University, Worcester University and Northampton University. So these are also a very highly ranked universities. And the good thing is that all this study will happen here. There is no need to travel, no need to bear all the expenditure. Student can stay here. We will provide him completely university atmosphere, and student will have all the study here. We have very highly qualified faculty. Our faculty is PhD minimum. We have our faculty requirement. Our faculty member minimum should be a master. We don't have any faculty less than a master. So this is our degree program. As I have already discussed, at Eklil University, NCC education has a progression route to the Eklil where candidate can study via the NCC education campus for the BSc honors. And we have Worcester University, student can study here. There is one thing I will explain, University of Greenwich. University of Greenwich, if any student want to take the graduation from University of Greenwich, student, he can't study here. So Greenwich, they don't allow us or NCC education. Definitely student will have to travel to UK. Last year he will study in a University of Greenwich. So then student can take his final degree from the University of Greenwich. So progression routes, our routes, learners can complete their education on campus at a UK university. Here I will explain one more thing. Suppose we are giving the solution to the students level 3, 4, 5, 6, any of the level. Suppose one student is here, he finishes level 4. After that he decides, or his parents says that we can here, we want to send our children to the outside of the Kuwait. So then almost more than 60 universities in the worldwide, even you can see we have put in our brochures. So you can see there is approximately 60 countries in the 60 universities in the world famous university in UK, in Canada, in Australia, in New Zealand. So student can go to finish his only 1 year in that universities. This is also the progression for the master level. So one another thing, travel to UK. Any student want to attend convocation. Suppose student says that, no, I have finished everything, I want to go for 2 weeks or 3 weeks to attend the convocation. We will support him, we will arrange all the things for him that the student can travel to UK to collect his final ticket. Thank you very much for your patience to listening. So if anybody has any question, I am here. Yes, sure.
Duration of level 3.
Duration. All the levels have a duration 120 credit hour. 120 credit hour means full 6 days of a week. Student will have to come to our campus to take this study. 120 credit hour, 1 year complete. So there is no shortcut. Second thing, sorry, I forget to discuss. This is the system is a very much transparent. The examination body, all invigilation will happen from. Invigilator will come from UK. Date sheet will come. We will not set the date sheet. Date sheet will be set by the NCC or the university. Examination will happen. Invigilator will come from UK. On the end of the exam, he will collect all these sheets and he will take the sheets with him to the UK. So all the marking, everything will happen there. Anybody else?
What is your fee structure for?
Fee structure. We have the fee structure with the all different levels. So we suppose it will be case by case. we can't say anybody that okay you will pay 5,000 KD. No, it's a semester based. Suppose any student will come, he want to attend for the level 3, so we will charge 75 KD per month. So first month he will have to pay 250 KD for the registration fees of the NCC education, but we will charge our tuition fees 75 KD per month. This is a yes. Anybody please?
Excuse me, which engineering you offer?
Engineering, we have only IT discipline.
Only
IT. We are because this is because nobody knows the pain of mine, how much I did suffer to bring this. Because it is not a piece of cake that I will send them and no. They took, I think, 3 to 4 times I traveled there, they came there, they did all the audit, they did all the R&D, everything they did after then they gave us. So what they said, we will check you, we will test you, they will analyze. After first every 6 months they will do our audits. When the 2 audits will finish and we don't have any negative thing there, then they will award us the further in the engineering. But inshallah, as I am in them, so we have one another. I don't want to disclose. So we are very near to announce one another event. It will be in January. So it will be a great honor for us. We are going to bring one more thing, so student can get here engineering also.
Is there any plan for the medicine also?
So not yet here, because this is the the rule of the Kuwait. We can't do that one. So this is only, we have only the as I told you, for the time being 3 disciplines. After that engineering will come. So it's inshallah we are on the track, we are on the right way. So very soon we will give the solution for everybody. So now we are calling the people, please come, so that the people will call us, please we want to meet you. Inshallah we are on this process. Anybody please?
Yes. All these levels are recognized by the different ministries of education.
Ministry of Education, which?
Here in Kuwait, or even if the students want to go back to Pakistan or India.
Yes, definitely. We will provide them an equivalency letter. So what else? Even I will tell you one thing. Do you know that 6 running center very much active in the Pakistan is operational, and how much they are charging? How much they are charging for one level? They are charging approximately 5 lakh of one level in Pakistan, and what we are charging here. So this is it is acceptable everywhere. Even we are in the process. Inshallah, it will be accepted also in the Ministry of Education.
What's the duration of each level minimum?
At 120 credit over 1 year, all levels. So student study 4 years if you want to go for that, because it's an honors degree. I will show you here. If you will see on this slide, you can see here is a written BSc honors degree. Honors degree, definitely you need to study 3 years. Okay, so it would be level 4, level 5 and level 6. And which level you decide to quit, you want to quit, there is no worry, you can go anywhere in the world. Suppose, as is told us, suppose one student, one family is here, he's from Pakistan. Okay, they studied as level 4 with us, level 5. So there is no job that student will say, so what I will do, why I will come to you? If I will, suppose if he will go somewhere, so what I will do? No, he can join everywhere. In India, there is too many centers. In Sri Lanka, too many centers. Even Mr. Niwas, you know that NCC education is operating also in Sri Lanka. Everywhere they have a center. There is no worries, there is no hurdle. Any students, any level can continue his study.
It means you no need to repeat the credit that you.
No, if you feel level 4 and level 5, you finish level 4, then you can go level 5. You can't take 2 levels simultaneously. 1 year, the student say, no, I want to finish 2 levels. No, it will not happen. And there is some exemption. Suppose anybody wants to go in IT field. One person he finished MCSE, one person he finished CCNA. So he will get exemption for some subjects of the IT. Some person comes, he finishes ACC exam. Okay, ACC exam he finished 1-2 level exam, so he will get the exemption in his graduation plan. So there is exemption. It's a case to case, so varies. So it depends on what the students he have. So we'll have to send to the NCC, they will decide. These things are not in our hand.
Right, sir. One more question, sir.
Yeah, sure.
The student is completing half education here and half is completing in Pakistan.
Yes.
Right? He will even get UK degree.
Definitely. They will. There is a list of the who recognize the NCC education qualification. And inshallah, Nahda International Academy in January will be operational in Pakistan, and also second branch in India. We are going to be operational in January. Okay, so you can join our center there, or there is, as I told you, in Islamabad there is a 2 center, University UTMT. There is a 2 center in Islamabad, 2 center in Lahore, 2 center in Karachi, and India there is a center in Mumbai, there is in Delhi. Mumbai recently they opened one MET, so very big university there. So lot of university, even a lot of universities, they are bringing this model.
Right, sir.
Normally, when do you start level 3
Our classes are going to start on 3rd. We have a deadline of the admission 15th of the January. Classes are going to start on 23rd of the January, inshallah. Yes.
Adil, what is the status of the student when, like, they are going to some universities here?
Okay.
Going different private universities. So when he joins here, as you said, it's a complete program for a year. So
Yes.
student get this status of he don't need to go and get some resident from somewhere else, because once they are coming here,
We will provide also, inshallah. We will provide. We have, so as I told you, we are here, okay, but nobody knows that, only Mr. Jitinder and I know how much we did suffer. We suffered, I will say Urdu wala suffer, and also that, another suffer. So we did suffer too much to bring all the things. We have a solution, inshallah, all the things would be very much transparent. So we are on the right track. Yes, anybody please?
Sir, do you offer Nahda Institute? Does it offer other programs other than this NCC?
Yes, we have a lot of flavors. So we have a big flavor in our basket. Anybody comes like it's a basket oven. So we have a lot of flavors. But right now we are selling one product. So I don't want to discuss. If I will discuss, everybody will get feeling bored with what I am talking. So we have a lot of things. Recently we have a big achievement. Nahda International Academy is accredited as the ACCA center, testing center. So it is a big achievement for Nahda International Academy. So we are so Mr. Niwas is here. So inshallah, it will be everything will be finalized. So we are going to bring a lot of new things. With the collaboration of BCAS, Sri Lanka, we are going to offer one diploma tourism and hotel management. So the beauty of this diploma is that the student will get 6 months study here, and 3 months student will take the paid internship in France or in Singapore or in Malaysia or in Sri Lanka or in Maldives. This is the first time any institute is offering in Kuwait. Anybody please?
Is there any scholarship they provide?
Yes, we are on the way. We are on the way because there is a policy of NCC education. Even if you will visit the NCC education website, we did not put, they ask us, we did not. We have one scholarship in one other domain. We are the partner with College de Paris, this is from France. And we are offering, especially for its excuse from any other community, for Pakistani community, I will give on my behalf. I did a big fight with Mr. Jitinder for Pakistani community. I will give you the 60% scholarship or anybody who will take admission in the College de Paris, France. I said this now, I will have to face Mr. Jitinder. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Suhail, for the brilliant presentation. I now request our director, Mr. Jitinder Pal Singh and Mr. Rida Al-Hadidi to join Mr. Suhail on stage to present the award of appreciation. The first award goes to of appreciation goes to Dr. Abdul Aziz Ali Fahad Al Duwaila. I request Mr. Hafiz to please come on stage as well. Mr. Hafiz Muhammad Shabbir. Mr. Ashish Jain. Mr. Muhammad Niwas Jainal Abdul. Mr. Arshad Ahmed.
So just 1 minute, I have a small introduction. So Mr. Irshad Ahmed, he would represent us as a dean of the Nahda International Academy.
Representative for Kuwait Page. Representative for VOOP. Now I would like to ask Mr. Jatinder to give the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. It's really great that this seminar turned out to be very successful. I am here to present a vote of thanks to the people who made this event successful. I would like to take a minute and thank all of them. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Adil, who shared his precious knowledge all of us. I also want to thank our CEO, Mr. Abdul Aziz Ali Al Duwaila, for taking effort to make this seminar possible. I would also like to thank Director of Marketing, Mr. Ridal Hadidi, and Director of Academics, Mr. Atif, for conducting and promoting with personalities for participation and guiding the participants too. This event could not have been successful without the staff of Nahda Academy in the organizing committee. Thank you so much, guys, for your efforts. All the audience, hats off to you. Thank you so much for paying your valuable attention and making this session valuable. I would like to thank the staff of Millennium Hotel for their cooperation and providing us a delicious dinner. Thank you, all of you, making this event successful with your contribution. Thank you for blessing us with the presence. Now I would like to end this event officially and request all the respected guests to please carry on with the dinner. Good night. Thank you.
like to say thanks, Mr. Shafiq. So it's honor. So he's the one who gave us too much courage that to do this type of event. Okay, and another, I will, as a business point of view, I want to say thanks to Hafiz company. So and Mr. Adil, we give them too much pain to do our work. So he gave us too much support, and we say thank you again.
ग्रुप फोटो है काशी भाई आए जरा फ्रंट पे भाईजन हाँ भाई
زيك كيف حالك؟ شو امورك؟
الحمد لله تمام. سعود
اهلا.
استاذ عبد الله الحداد.
نعم والله شلونك؟ شو اخبارك؟ كل شيء تمام؟
नहीं वो टेबल पे पहुंचाना है सर ये भी उठा दो दोनों लाइव बन गया